My piece is called Public Sex, A Bottom's Confession, and I'm going to read some excerpts from it and leave you all hanging, unlike Cecilia. My pussy is famished. It's forever hungry, a bottomless pit. No matter how much it gets, it always wants more. It's ungrateful, demanding, spoiled, unappreciative. My pussy is starving. It tells me so all of the time. First, in a gentle prodding way with a small tingle in the lips around its opening, it beckons ever so slightly, "More, please." Then, with more insistence, it calls out, sending forth moisture, "More, please, now." Finally, it will not be ignored. It stirs up its neighbor, adding her voice to its call. My clit electrifies, agitates. "More," we say now. The please is gone. And with that, the want transforms into a need. My pussy is insatiable. It took 4 dates over the course of 4 weeks before Adrian even kissed me. Our second date, on an evening with a freak late November snowstorm, however, had an incredible amount of potential for a first kiss. After dinner, as we stood on the center platform of the empty Back Bay T station in Boston, I thought to myself, this would be a very romantic spot for a first kiss. Both of us bundled in winter coats, scarves, and gloves, with a light dusting of fragile, half-melted snowflakes on our heads and shoulders, waiting for trains that would take us in opposite directions to our homes. The empty underground T station with its dirty concrete walls and floors, resident rats, and unidentifiable foul odors. A public spot, but empty of people. We stood with only an inch between our noses as the 2 almost empty trains simultaneously pulled into the station, surrounding us with a deafening rumble and a gust of cold air. Adrian grabbed me, pulled me into a spontaneous, passionate first kiss. Her arms wrapped around me, our mouths half open, our lips touching, our tongues engaged. Then we separated, rushed to our trains, hers outbound, mine in. From behind the windows, we watched each other as the trains pulled out, whisking us into the snowy night in opposite directions, the taste of each other still on our lips, and a yearning for more deep inside. I could hear the musical score building as the trains rushed in, and climaxing as they pulled away, each of us struggling for one last glimpse of the other. But that isn't what happened. Adrian's train arrived first. She didn't kiss me. She didn't even watch from the window as her train pulled away. There was no music, and I was left alone on the platform, feeling butchier than I was. So sad. As I said, it wasn't until the 4th date that Adrian kissed me. To be precise, it was the exact end of the 4th date, the part where, after dinner, I'd invited her up to the apartment, and we talked for an hour. Before she said she had to go, I walked her down the 2 flights of stairs to the common area. Her hand was on the doorknob. I was perched on the last step, just to her right, so as not to get hit with the door when she opened it. But instead of opening the door, she turned suddenly, placed a hand on each of my upper arms, and pulled me off the step into her. Adrian wrapped her arms around me. Her tongue forced my mouth open, and she kissed me deeply. Over the course of the hour we'd spent talking, I'd given up the possibility of getting a first kiss from her. So I was completely caught off guard. I stumbled forward. I fought to find my footing and not fall on my ass. I felt as if my tongue was engaged in a wrestling match with hers. But as soon as her lips touched mine, I immediately felt the tingle in my clit. After she kissed me, she bit my neck. Not too hard, but with enough pressure to leave a small mark on my pale, easily bruised flesh, enough to cause me to catch my breath, and enough to stir a deep need in my cunt. In hindsight, that first kiss was a microcosm of our future sex life. There was no build-up, no soft, closed-mouth pecks preceding the open-mouthed, passionate kiss, no hug or cuddling when it was done. In fact, there was no warning at all that the kiss was going to happen. Adrian swooped in, took the kiss, bit my neck, and left me wanting more. The pattern is now clear, but at that time it was our first kiss. And for me, that meant soon, very soon, we'd finally start to fuck. It had, after all, been 4 weeks, an entire month, and the fuck was what I was after from her. From anyone, really? Really? I just moved to Boston. I wasn't looking for a relationship, just sex. Casual, easy sex. And this first kiss, unlike any other first kiss I'd had, promised me, no, guaranteed me sex. Possibly rough sex. It clearly announced its intentions. It wasn't shy or questioning. It didn't express wonder about what possibilities the future might hold. It said, I want sex, not love. And I was perfectly happy to oblige it and her. I'm going to read one more tiny excerpt. And you can, I think Rachel might have these here if you're interested in finding out what happened. But I am a bad bottom. I'm undisciplined, bratty, willful, disrespectful, greedy. Adrian would have it no other way. I'm a tease, a tormentor, a flirt. I purposefully drive Adrian to distraction at the most inappropriate times. I am loyal, devoted, committed, qualities Adrian demands. Adrian is, well, Adrian's Adrian. She indulges, spoils, and encourages me. I am June Cleaver, Betty Page, Princess Grace, and a common street whore on demand, and I am nothing without her. Please find out what we did.